Hello, my name's Marge. Welcome to my tube. I'm an empath. I'm a heyoka, I'm a wise clown. And I just was giggling because, like, right when I started, birds started flying by and the cats in the living room freaking just ramped up today. Yep, he verifies. Astrology's crazy. I just listened to a couple of reports, I don't know why I worry so much about sleep. I should just be glad if I get, like, 3 hours. That's a really freaking rad nap, right? Just think of it in terms of that. Anyway, so a lot of this, I know things that seem really freaking weird, it's really scary, in a lot of respects. It's a hard winter for a lot of people. Governments all over the world are freaking dismantling, dissolving, you know. Every time you turn around, freaking people are being busted for freaking just being cheaters and taking cuts. That's what all those people are. Rich people, you just throw money at stuff. You just take cuts. You just take cuts. Taking cuts. Just putting yourself way out there. When you put yourself so far out there, think of all the people that are behind you. Waited patiently, gone by the rules, went to college, paid their bills, you know, spent all the, $5 on all the holidays for all their relatives, for the appropriate cards because it's civilized and it's what you do, you know, all this stuff that, just years and years and years people have said, do it like this, do it like this. And then it just created this divide, this division of a whole lot of people that started feeling really bad about stuff because they wanted to live like the Joneses. They wanted to do it like that. They just couldn't. They tried. They just couldn't. And then, anyway, I'm going to shift gears a little bit on there. So, I know that things seem really scary right now. I know that. I know that the weather is freaking, it's like the winter that doesn't end. It's like the lamb chop winter. It's just, it will not end. There's corruption everywhere. Governments are just being dissolved. All this seedy stuff, sex trafficking, and all this just now with the universities. I worked at a university. I could have told you that, man. They used to have like open houses. Oh, make a donation on our son's behalf. It's all freaking bullshit. It's all bribery. It's all, you know, unless you're using your talents to promote yourself, if you have to use all that extra, maybe your talents aren't worth promoting. You know? Maybe. I'm not saying they are or they aren't, but I'm just like, you have to put so much effort into getting people to see, I mean, I go around like YouTube videos and I tell people, I make videos. Come on through, see if you like it, because not everybody that has a YouTube account makes videos. In order to comment, you gotta have one, but not everyone makes videos. So I tell people, because how are they gonna know unless I don't tell them? And they can come by and be like, what the frick is this? Maybe they'll listen to something that I gotta say and it'll jive with them, and we'll agree on something. I think it's so sweet when people recommend me on their channel, on their tube. Come by and check me out. I get a few uh, subscribers. I'm like, Mom, and I tell Mom, I'm up to 262. I told her that yesterday. Then I'll tell her 259. No, I won't tell her that today. I just tell her when they go up. I don't tell her when they go down. And every now and again, she'll ask. She'll be cognizant. Yeah, I know she knows a lot more. She just doesn't talk. She just says, I don't know how to. She'll talk to other people. Anyway, she's a talker like me, too. She's got a lot of good stuff to say. She journaled for years. Man, she journaled. I just remember her just journaling. I'm like, I know it's just like she frantically had to get this stuff out of her. She is so wise. I'm so glad that she is still here. Yeah. Yesterday, I was cleaning up her face. I'm like, you're so pretty. You know? And I think that a lot of times, what happens is, people get older and their faces change, And, I never saw Mom's face in my face for a real long time until I got older, And so it's like now I just am kind to her because she's my mom and I love her. But it took a long way to get there to that from where we began. So, but what I'm doing is I'm setting myself up for the sweetness of the future of when my face looks like hers. Yeah. I don't have to get mad at myself for not being kind to her when looking into her face. And I do believe that that is creating a lot of dissonance. Everything that's happening in the world right now, it's a reflection of what's happening on people inside, And people can't be the best version of themselves if they're carrying around crap that they did before. So I don't really feel too bad about like all this, university, the 8 universities and the 50 people. I looked at the list this morning. I wanted to see what the other 48 names on it. A lot of business peoples, philanthropists. There's an alcohol distributor. It's just like people know better, People know better. And all that cheating stuff, it's just taking cuts. It's just taking cuts. It's just making it harder for somebody else. When you use your advantages for just you and yours, it's just, there's a much bigger picture, And don't be too scared about all the excitement that's coming up, Just be the best person that you can be, and then you don't have to worry about it, It used to be that it's like, in my younger days when I made bad decisions, I'd be like, I'd work overnights and then you drink in the morning, then who's gonna drink and drive at 8 o'clock, or suspect someone of drinking it? It's just this arrogant, freaking sick, self-centered line of thinking, until I worked at a place where a man I worked with, I was a resident radiologist, Creighton. He died because somebody had the same thinking of me, and a man at 8 o'clock in the morning hit him and his 2 sons while he was taking his 2 sons to school on their first day of school, I believe. That might not be true, but I think it might be. But he died because someone else, but there by the grace of God or source, whatever you believe in, as long as you believe in something bigger than you. People that don't believe in something bigger themselves have a tendency to do really weird shit to control their own lives. Yeah. Stanley keeps reminding me, he is just all over the place this morning. Somebody is Ron Haskell. He does videos too. He said, he talked about the vibration of a cat that he had along his teachings or learnings. Cats, some people think cats are evil. They hate cats, and that they can smell the vibration of fear. Well, and that's why they play with mice. And I was like, well, nothing's all evil, nothing's all good. So I guess you have to take account for the balance in which the goodness, if it's more good than not, then okay, but and if you can live with it, the idiosyncrasies and the little dark shadows that it has, and Stanley and he's his little demons are antagonistic. He smacks the dogs in the butt. He is not malicious. just gets everybody worked up. Anyway, so then I got to thinking about these predators that are doing all these terrible things, you know. I wonder if they, you know, and then I'm like, they smell fear too, you know, because, you know, some of the stories that you hear about, because I listen to a lot of, I'm interested in psychology and why people do things, and I believe it's all energy. And so I think it, you know, fear puts a frequency in people that, you know, it gets them off. Fucking does. Otherwise, they wouldn't do twisted shit. And all that stuff is just, you know, love can't live there in with that anymore, you know. And it's love has to win, and people, you know, that are getting caught, you know, for doing their discretions. Ask yourself, you know, and all these entities. This is just a little. It's like cheating and all that low vibrational shit. They're like cockroaches. Once you catch one, there's freaking 1,000 more. You know what I mean? It's just either people are for themselves or for everyone. And there's a, I mean, now they're throwing around numbers of freaking 850 million you want to cut from souls. Dude, if you want to do all this shit, make sure everybody has a house first. Why don't you use that? Dude, fucking stop fucking making fake wars and just give everybody a tiny spot, you know? Give them freaking an allowance that you're giving yourself to freaking go kill people and make killing machines, the really extravagant ones, you know? How freaking crappy is it to live in LA and have Tent City and you have their police cars are electronic BMWs, but they're electric? That's a humanic slap in the face. This is why all this stuff is happening. It's because greedy has taken over for so long. Love's fucking pissed and it's ready to come back and win some shit. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.